Episode 183. Omori's been waiting for Connie Senna and her entourage for what feels like forever. I guess this is her comeuppance for always keeping her allies waiting on her, or something. Not really. Connie Senna will arrive as soon as we finish the main quest that makes her arrive. Whichever one that'll be. But Komori doesn't know that, so I guess she's just going to go help Estinian or something while she waits. Where is that guy anyway? Ah, there he is. You two didn't fight while Komori was gone, did you? They seem to be keeping a sizable distance apart. Kinda like territorial cats, these two. Can't keep them in the same room for too long. Ah, Komori, you have returned. How fared you in Gridania? Better than I hope. Racefelger's whereabouts yet elude me. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. That's because of the eye that you have. The eye can't blink because it's not in his socket. The Elder Seed Seer herself answers your call? Then there is naught to do but wait. I guess we'll wait together. Maybe it'll go by faster in company. They are here, Komori. Wow. Just like that, huh? Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful. Devoid as the road was of Dravanians, it would seem the dragons have abandoned Somal for the turning miss. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it is only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Perhaps now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Oh, no voice acting for Connie Senna? I guess I couldn't really get it for like all of the Realm Reborn characters. Had to save the budget for all the new characters they introduced or something. That and they can't voice act every single cutscene. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Connie Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Well, that's all we needed to get them to come out. There's plenty of light and wind all around us. Oh, that kind of light and wind. That is pretty nice, actually. Yeah, we definitely needed Connie Senna's help for this. Can't do this on our own. Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. They were just hiding in the big puffball. I see. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. That's a big Moogle. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kopp, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below, your hide is of a different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. Yeah, I guess these cloud Moogles are kind of yellowy, and the 12's woods are more white. I think it would be the other way around, because like the ones down in the 12's wood would get more dirty, and then the ones up in the clouds would be, I don't know, more cloudy, less dirt around, literally less soil or whatever. No, did I skip something? Right, I might need a moment here, Kupo. Doesn't really matter. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here among the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 years. Or winters. Same thing. She just had to say winters to be verbose about it. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Connie Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. Oh, you can tell. You can just tell that, huh? Don't look too deeply inside Komori's soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. See, even he can say years, not winters. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now just a moment, Chieftain. Komori here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. Our reason being they attacked us first. I guess we were trespassing though, so... Well, it's complicated. Maybe not. We'll just let Kupo Cop do the talking. She is a champion of the 12's Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, Chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. No, we definitely needed her. I don't think anyone here could talk that way, except for maybe Alphinaud, but probably not that well to Moogles. He's probably better in like a courtroom or something. Oh, this one's pretty big too. It's like bigger than Komori. I never really noticed this on my main character because, well, every other race is bigger than this thing, pretty much. Unless you were like a short, I don't know, Aura or Mikote or something. Still, look at this guy. Man. Might even be bigger than our Chocobo. Like, not actually, but... Well, if you include the palm, then yeah, bigger than the Chocobo. Are you surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo? Well, fierce, sure. More size, yeah. The palm guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Mogholm. Mind your manners in front of the chieftain, and don't make him repeat himself. Actually, I guess he's the same size as the Moogles that we would have fought in the King Moggle raid, which is not King Moogle Mog, and also not a raid, it's a trial. It's just kind of sitting there, huh? And Morgan. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Great. We have neither of those problems. How about you? Are your wings droopy, short stack? Is your tummy goopy, fat cat? Gloopy? I guess your tummy is gloopy, huh? I mean, that's your whole thing. So I guess we don't need to fix that, do we? Okay. Just looking around. We got Mogto. There's Mog and Kupo Comp. Everyone over there. Everyone's just getting to know each other. So let's do that before we continue. Forgive me, Komoy, but mine efforts have all been in vain. As I feared, Nidhogg's rage drives his minions to attack me on sight. And the few who did deign to speak fell silent at the name of Hraesvelgr. Wherefore I cannot say, yet I fear it bodes ill. Go on, stare at me if you must, Kupo. I have grown accustomed to such gazes of unadulterated adoration. Creatures of my surpassing beauty are rare in the lands below, I should imagine. Yeah, the palms are a different color too, I guess. Pink here in the sky and red on the ground. How exciting to have relatives in the clouds, Kupo. Hey, thanks for the help. Attune to the Aether right before you leave in case we need you again. Just as the cousins in the Twelveswood, or as their cousins in the Twelveswood, these Moghome Moogles excel in the manipulation of Aether. There are few who could detect them if they chose not to be detected. I owe the Elder Seedseer my life. My duty to protect her surpasses all other concerns. Warrior of Light, we have not spoken since the trouble with good King Mogglemog, and I would proffer my apologies. Oh, were you there? I don't really remember, like, non-named characters. I mean, I kind of remember this guy, just based on his proximity to Connie Senna. Maybe I kind of remember you. I don't know. Had I not been bound by my duty to protect the Elder Seedseer, I would have stood with you, against your accusers in Ul'dah. I'm so sure. Have you come to admire my latest piece, Kupo? I have been attempting to capture in oils the essence of the humble Kupo nut. But inspiration is fleeting, especially when the rumble in my belly overpowers the passion in my heart. This is your piece? It's a plant. Is this naturally growing or what? Actually, it is different from everything else around here, so... Oh, okay. No, wait. It's not different. They're all over the place. The Fury take these ridiculous flying rodents. Justinian, you're supposed to be making friends. You'll never be an Azure Dragoon at that rate. I mean, I don't really know what it takes to be an Azure Dragoon, but... I'm pretty sure it's more to it than just slaying dragons, right? Gotta be able to make friends, I'm sure. Very important in any role. I did not expect our travels to bring us to a Moogle village. I wonder if a similar settlement exists somewhere within the Twelveswood. Yeah, that's a good question. We never really went to any Moogle village in the Twelveswood. It's just kind of invisible or not seen in-game. It probably just looked like this, though, right? A bunch of rocks or something? Some plants? Is that rude to say? I have one of the most important and difficult jobs in Moghome, watering the flowers, Kupo. You can't put too much, and you can't put too little. Truly, it is an art form. I really have no reason to talk to all these Moogles, but they keep on giving me something interesting, so I'm gonna keep going. Have you ever seen such a splendid flower, Kupo? I water it every day. I can't wait to see it grow even more. Hey, that's Margaret's job, not yours. Go find another job. Keep at it. Are these Kupo nuts? I actually don't know what they look like. I guess these are those. Kinda Kinda blend right in, don't you, Komoy? Could be mistaken for a Kupo nut. Malgan might gobble you right up. In one fell swoop. One bite. Just gone with the wind. You don't have a name, you're just a muddled Moogle. Has Maestro Mogwin finished his latest piece? I can hardly wait to see it, Kupo. I assume these are all going to become characters that are part of like quests or whatever, like Mogwin or something. His art piece or something like that. That's why these are all just standing around or something, these Moogles. Or running around, flying around, whatever. Is this what you do all day? The carefree life of a Moogle up in the clouds. Or even some in the sky. I mean, we're all in the sky, technically. And Mogto, if you follow this path all the way to the top, you'll come out on the summit of Somal. There's such a lovely view up there, Kupo. Guess we'll go there in a second. I guess we haven't really been to the summit of Somal yet. Definitely want to see that. What do you consider the summit, though? It's like, oh, it's over here, I guess. Like, right where this text is, maybe? Or like right around here? Whatever. Alright, we're acquainted. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplokop called you again? We're... Komoy, yes, we were giving our name. I thought we were describing like what the Lalafell race was to Moglin. Komoy? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. What? How does this scene play out? If your character's name is Moglin, like Moglin, last name could be anything, I guess. He's just using the first name here. There's probably no special line or something, right? Or maybe you just can't choose the name Moglin, because some names are forbidden? I don't know. Does anyone play with the name Moglin? Maybe they can answer. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin, these being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Okay. Do we need any of this? What level sword did I have again? I don't know, just give me this thing. Right, yeah. The highest level one that I had was just this 51. Back when I was doing that stupid thing with rescuing Raoban, equipping all of that low level gear. Probably be good to have some slightly higher level gear, I don't know. Just in case I for some reason go back to Gladiator. I can't imagine myself doing it for any really good reason. Well, the only reason probably being I want to wear a mask for some reason. Alright, Moghan, what you got for us? Let's just pick up material from here on out. I don't want this flooding my inventory. Hello, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. That's his catchphrase, I guess. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily you're here to do my trial. Yes, go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Aeltone. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Alright. Take 3 sprigs of cloud's breath, that is your trial. Simple enough, Kupo. Just pay attention to the denizens near Aeltone. They're not exactly, friendly. Normally I would do these one at a time or something, but Since this is like doing 3 at once, I'll just like pick them all up and do them one by one wherever they take us. Is everyone else doing trials too? I can only assume. We're not doing all the work, right? SAL has to pick up, I don't know, a bunch of Kupo nuts or something to add to their already pretty wealthy stacks. Is this better than what I have? Not really. Yeah, we'll just get the materia for simplicity. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians doing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, seeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madame, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Those archaeosaurs need a good trouncing, I say. It's the only way they'll learn to respect my boundaries. I do appreciate my admirers, but enough is enough, Kupo. And I guess we're helping with his art project or something. Right. Ogwyn's the name and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogcombe who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work. I guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogcombe. Well, I guess we're just asking around here for the first quest. And the rest are over here? Okay. Ogwyn is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I have not seen it recently. A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Alright, duplicate dialogue. Maestro Mogwyn has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwyn for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Damn, we've got competition. Well, it's either we find it first or we find 4 Kupo nuts first. Not sure how we can get some other than from that table over there. I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwyn's been creeping out the back way to Solm All's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. And the same dialogue. I guess we're going to the summit as part of the quest after all. I could have waited to get that Aether Current until I actually had to go up here, I guess. Doesn't matter. So where exactly is the summit? No, I guess we're on the summit now. And look at that. We're so high up we can see planetoids orbiting around the planet that we're standing on. Not really, these are just weird little flower things. I don't know. I guess that would be the summit over there. The one that you see pictured right here. I guess I can't zoom in anymore, but like this little point at the top of the mountain. That's that right there. Guess this is the highest you can go. Or something. Yes, you can go a bit higher over here. But there are higher points over there, like compared to the summit, so this isn't very impressive by comparison. We're looking for a rock. Sure is pretty up here. I think they added in like grass stuff as part of the Dawn Trail update 7.0. I'm not sure what exactly it is. It might have been like increasing the amount of like stuff around, like all of these flowers that you see. Or it might have been making the grass and the flowers bend in a more bendy way or something. Could have been a lot of things, but the point is, I don't think it always looked like this, or it might not have always looked like this. I'm pretty sure that was something they updated. It does look good though. I certainly don't remember it looking this good. Maybe it's because I'm playing as a Lalafell and therefore I'm shorter to the ground, so I can admire the grass and flowers that much more closely. What, it's not here? I thought it was up here. It's down below. Oh. Okay, we had to talk to Mogwin. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? We couldn't find your rock up there. Yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. That's exactly what's going to happen, if we leave it up to that other guy. My pebble is somewhere out in the open, on Sumal Summit. Retrieve it for me and I shall put in a good word for you with the chieftain, Kupo. Okay. Yeah, I should have known. After you, talk to multiple characters, you're usually required to talk to the quest giver or someone else to, sum up all of the stuff that you learned, pretty much. I prematurely went to the summit. Typical. What's this big rock, anyway? It's a very nice rock. I guess that's it. You want us to jump up here? What's going on here? Got more of these structures, I guess. What are these spraying out? Is it catnip or mognip or something? You. Who are you and what do you do? Oh, not one of those. I guess we can play Triple Triad with them later or something. I'm terribly busy at the moment. I must clean my collection of shiny tools, Kupo. We can play when I'm done. How did Triple Triad make its way all the way up here, when you haven't seen humans in thousands of years? I guess you must have, stole some cards from some unsuspecting human down on the ground level or something. I'm gonna build the biggest collection of shiny landlord treasures any Moogle has ever seen, Kupo. And then I'll bask in the envy of everyone in Monkholm. You do that. But you can't have this shiny rock, it's ours. Alright, we'll turn that in after we do these other ones. What's up, Mogsy? Continue down this road and you'll get to Asa. My friend Mogwan's guarding the entrance there. It takes a courageous palm to stand guard with all the Skylords about, Kupo. Yeah, there's actually a lot of areas you can't get to without flying, but I guess the major places related to the story can all be reached by walking. They won't block you off with needing to get like the Aether Currents or something like that. At least not here. Now what did we have to do here again? One for these things. We had to sap them, right? Here. A sap for you, and a sap for you. Did you learn your lesson? Okay, they didn't like that. You never should have come here. This is your own fault now. I tried to warn you with a slap. That's what you should do when you're faced with like a shark underwater, right? Slap it on the nose and it'll go away. That's probably just like hearsay or something, right? Oh great, another one. You never should have come here. Right, and the last thing was to pick 3 of these branches. I think I remember having trouble with this on my main character. Finding like the 3rd branch or something. Well, they're just going to be near trees, right? Maybe I was just stupid back then and didn't think to look near trees. Well, I'm smart now. Right? I'm sure. Up here? Yeah, here we go. And then one more, somewhere. Okay. If I don't find it soon, I'm going to be very embarrassed. Because this is starting to seem like it's going exactly like it went on my main character. Just wandering around, not finding this last thing. Again. We found one here. I went over up there. So here and here were 2. So the 3rd must be like around here? I don't know. Maybe it's not near a tree? I mean, it must be near a tree, right? Of course, you'd be able to see them easier if I had that one setting on that turns on the visibility of item names or something. And just have that turned off for like convenience visually or whatever. In moments like this, it's clearly a terrible idea. But we'll just call it living the real experience of trying to find these things. Because in the real world, the real Final Fantasy XIV world, you wouldn't have the benefit of seeing the names floating above items as you're searching for them. You'd have to go out and look for them yourself. This is a catastrophe. This is exactly the problem that I had on my main character. There it is. How'd I miss that? I guess I was looking at it from this angle. And didn't see it right below. I think that was still faster than I did it on my main character. What do you do over here? Oh, I see. There's the shops. And the mender. Mend me. I guess I don't really need it. What are you selling? Actually, what am I selling? I guess nothing. My inventory's pretty clear. I guess I don't need all this, though. Yeah. Hey, Moggy. Well, if it isn't one of the visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Kupo. Ah, so here you are. Here's the NPC that is the what do you do here and what is this place NPC. There's one for every location, I think. It's just hard to find out which one it is. Why, I'm in charge of guarding the entrance to Mogholm. If I see any of the many malicious monsters get too close, if anything is even slightly out of the ordinary, it is my duty to report straight to Chieftain Moglin, or the Palm Guard Kupo. Of course, when something is amiss, a timely and detailed report is of the utmost importance. So focus and knowledge are necessary to be an excellent guard. That's why next to Chief Moglin, I'm the second most well-informed Moogle in all of Mogholm. If anything is troubling you, etc. But did we read that before already? Think so. Just says it every time we loop back into this part of the conversation. What is this place? As the name implies, Mogholm is where us Moogles make our homes. It lies at the summit of the towering mountain Salmal. Just how high is Salmal, you ask? Well, if you must know, you're free to climb down yourself and see. Sometimes a distant dragon howl will awaken us in the night, or an impolite monster might chase us around. But besides that, I'd say we have it pretty good, living here above the clouds, Kupo. An impolite monster, huh? That's a very diplomatic way of putting things. Okay. We've cleared your trials. They were but a pittance to us. Pittance? No, I used that word wrong. That means like a small sum of money, right? Whatever. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Moogle masterpiece. An ordinary rock awash with extraordinary color. What that color represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. That's just because Komori is not ingratiated to the arts or whatever. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. What happened to that other guy that went out searching for your piece of art? I guess he's out there still searching. It'll be fine, right? Right. Mog. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those out from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and their bellies rumbling. That's one way to show affection, I guess. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Wait, those T-Rexes are Dravanians? They're not like not like the dragon Dravanians, right? They're not like the same clan or whatever? I don't think so. They're just like ferocious beasts, aren't they? I think I just read that wrong. No, he's definitely calling those T-Rexes Dravanians. I think. Seems like we're opening up some more side quests. Show of Devotion, Dream Blooms, or Blooms. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Rest? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Do you have a palm, Komori? I wouldn't know. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. And we'll do that. After we do this one, I guess we have an Aether Current quest now. Let's just say Komori got confused about who's giving her the trials of whatever, and thinks this person is supposed to be another trial. Have you ever bathed in the waters to the northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Hopkins has been attacking any who goes near them, Kupo. If you were kind enough to slay a few, that might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. Okay, we'll do it. Surely half-dragon, half-fish beasts don't need those waters like I do. Scare them away so I can finally get myself clean. I did comment on how these yellow Moogles do seem kind of dirtier than the others. Maybe they all just need a bath or something. Maybe they all haven't bathed so long because these Hopkins have been terrorizing their only bathing location. I don't see any other source of water here, so that might be it. Way over there, huh? I don't really remember the layout of this map too well. Just remember like Mog Home and that big tower over there that you can see in the distance pretty clearly most of the time. Those are like the only two landmarks that stand out to me for this particular portion of Final Fantasy XIV, the online video game. Oh, and we can clear out the things up above. But I want to see this path they were talking about. Guess we can kill any monsters as long as they're Hopkins and within this vicinity. Don't have to be in the actual red ring. But I do want to see where they base. Where is it? And is there an Aether Current nearby? No. Oh, in here. This is where they base? No wonder they're so filthy. Doesn't look like it's clean water. Maybe that's just the color of the stone or something, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it, Komori. I think Komori probably needs a bath too. When did she last have a bath? Canonically. The Warrior of Light, take a bath. I mean, I guess you can just like imagine that they took a bath at some point. But when did they like definitely take a bath? I can think of one point in the story where the Warrior of Light is actually forced to take a bath. And it won't be for a while, not until Shadowbringers. That's not really a spoiler, is it? I don't think so. Oh, it's still alive, huh? I guess these floating planetoid things are meant to be evocative of palms or something. What exactly are they anyway? Does anybody in Moghome talk about them? Say like, oh, this is where we grow our plants, our Kupo nuts? Are those where they grow Kupo nuts? Maybe. I mean, I guess I just kind of assume that they're farms or something. They don't exactly look naturally occurring, and we don't see them anywhere else other than right here, so I assume they were, like, built by the Moogles? Or conjured or something? And night descends once again. We spent all day hanging out with Moogles. Typical. We're here to stop a war, you know. That is a nice axe. You shouldn't flaunt that thing around. Someone might come around to try to steal it. We are not a botanist, though. Nor are we a warrior, so we would have no need for it. There, we finished your trial. What's that? You say it's not a trial? Oh well. Many thanks, brave adventurer. Finally I can enjoy a bath without the smell of raw dragonfish assaulting my senses. Say, a dip in the waters might serve to, freshen you up as well, Kupo. I knew it. I knew it, Komori. It's been a while, huh? Well, next time I get a chance, you're taking a bath. I'm the one in control here. I can make you. Anything else? No. No quest chain related to Margaret and his baths taking adventures or whatever. If there were a quest chain, maybe he'd make Komori take a bath. I guess you escape it this time, huh? Oh, is that too far? Komori, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness, administered by the taskmasters Mogin, Mogmug, and Mogwin, plus one other guy that wasn't a trial. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. Oh, I guess they were doing trials. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Oh, we have to do the gathering too? Is this another trial? Okay. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Isael. Komori, no matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglen has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. But Chieftain Moglen has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Thanks for waiting, Connie. I don't think she did any trials, she just kinda stood here while we did them. That's okay. She did all the negotiating, so she did her job. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moggle Mog XII, long may he reign, and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling, but with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. And you, Estinian, did you do any Moogle trials? Did you take a bath? I don't think you did either of those things. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Okay, I guess he did have some tasks, but I don't think he took a bath, though. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravonians? Such contradictions aside, our host seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favored such attacks. Is that a Final Fantasy something reference? I think it is. Mog isn't he's like in a lot of games. He's in Final Fantasy VII as the puppet that Caiatzis rides on, and I guess he's in like... Well, actually I don't know where else Mog is from, but I know there's probably the Mog that's a Dragoon also, right? Like Estinian is referring to? Maybe? Not sure. Pretty sure this is a reference though. It was meant as a compliment, I expect. But I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a Dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Komoy. I like not this place. Come on, Estinian. I'm sure the Moogles like you. Are these trials over, then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like packed chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Trying to get a game in the Kupo nut market, Elfinode? Always forward-thinking, that one. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. No one's impressed. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Hraithvelgr could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Okay, just dropping the whole trials thing immediately. Gotcha. Ugh. Oh dear, the horn. Bring out the horn, quickly now. Estinian's so mad he cut out the music. Love to see it. We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the great worm, Kupo. It sure is... well, you can only play one note with it. Although I guess you could play like different octaves like a trumpet or something. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghan may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you simply need to head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hraithvelgr. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Hraithvelgr will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come, we have squandered enough time already. No one liked that. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home amongst the clouds. And the same thing. Oh, we're finishing with you? Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would have ever found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would have never gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Okay. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you? If not, Alphinote is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. In a moment. Show devotion and pebble for your thoughts. Which is where? On the upper level? Is that it? I'm keeping an eye out for... oh, they got all tuckered out after running. I'm keeping an eye out for quests that I need for something later. Are any of you Moogles? Let's just check up here first. If this Pebble quest is Moogles or not. Moogles might be later. He should be in this area, but he might be later. Oh, was it not here after all? Wait, where is this guy? No, wait, over here. There you are. Okay, yeah, Moogles. Alright, we're gonna start on this. Gonna keep Alphinote waiting. Again, Komori did not learn her lesson about keeping her allies waiting. You there, Kupo. Yes, you're exactly the type of brawny adventurer I had in mind. You have just the perfect build for what I require. You see the Skylords in service to Nidhogg? While always a bit of a nuisance, have become increasingly belligerent recently. Understandably, us Moogles are more than a little frightened for our marvelous Mog home, Kupo. That's why I've decided to take up arms in defense of our home by joining the Palm Guard. With me protecting them, Moogle kind will no longer have to cower in fear. There's just one obstacle holding me back. I haven't actually joined the Palm Guard yet. To do so, I must prove that I'm strong enough to be a capable defender, and I need you to help me. How do we go about proving my strength, you ask? Well, we shall scour the turning mists, in search of troubled Moogles, Kupo. I'll lend my sword to these poor Moogles in their darkest hour, and word of my bravery will spread far and wide. Come, adventurer, let our search begin. Off he goes. Over here? Okay. Now it's not very far from home. In fact, I'd say it's actually closer to home in some senses than your previous location. You guys need any help? Or you? Where could it have gone? I had it in my paws not long ago, Kupo. Oh, is this the one that was searching? Okay, this is why it's called Pebble. I think so. Now here's a Moogle in need of my help. See his pom-pom? That's how you know, Kupo. I don't see it. It has to be somewhere around here. Is something amiss, Kupo? Why, I had recently acquired a masterfully painted pebble, yeah, it is this guy, and wished to gaze upon it once more, but when I went to look for it, it was nowhere to be found, Kupo. Worry not, my troubled friend. I'll find this pebble for you, and soon you'll once again be enraptured by the pebble's enchanting brushstrokes. You're too kind, Kupo. I enjoyed an afternoon nap just northeast of Moghome not too long ago. If my pebble's anywhere, it's likely to be there. Then to the northeast of Moghome we shall go. Adventurer, that means you too. You actually bought it, huh? For 4 Kupo nuts? There's a tree just perfect for napping to the northeast of Moghome. Most likely I dropped my pebble around there in my groggy state. Over... way over there, huh? Well, I guess we're not done with Malcolm yet. Why is Komori helping out these Moogles? Who knows? She's done with the trials, and she really should be getting a move on. Again. We gotta stop a war, you know? Maybe she's got some master plan that I can't fathom. And she's going to rally all the Moogles to her side to get into Hraesvelgur's good books or something. Because apparently, Hraesvelgur isn't too fond of humans. But Komori can't be doing all of these Moogle quests forever. Even she needs to rest once in a while. So now would be a good time to take a break.